What's up, guys? Man, it's been a while since I've been able to upload a video. Finally finished my move. I'm out of the old place. I'm in the new background. Still gonna be trying to set up a good camera view. This is just for now, so that I can at least try to get like a video uploaded. Yep. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, one thing that I just wanted to bring up on this video is just pretty much just highlight the importance of taking some rest days. I would leave it to a minimum of a week, but in my case, I ended up taking about. Sorry, I just got to count the numbers in my head. Okay, so I'm on day 11 of resting from the gym. Part of the reason is because of the move. I didn't really have time to go to the gym, so I decided to clock in my 1 week of resting. And technically I was not resting fully because of all the lifting of the boxes and stuff like that. I did see it a little bit as like a training session, but it wasn't as like your typical kind of lifting iron kind of thing. But yeah, one thing that I just really wanted to point out was that from my resting period, I have this notion that when I rest, I feel like my gains are diminishing. And that's part of the reason why I actually struggle trying to take my yearly 1 week off. Since I've been lifting for 4 years, I am pretty consistent of how long. Since I've been lifting for 4 years, I'm not very consistent of pretty much taking time off from the gym. I lift about 4 to 5 days a week. It did start off about 3 days around the third year. Not 3 days, I'm sorry, like 4 days. And I finally pumped it up to 5 days. And yeah, just I've always had that fear where it's if I don't go to the gym and lift some weights, I'm going to lose all my muscles. Primarily speaking, my legs. I train legs very aggressively with the types of exercises that I choose and the amount of times that I train my legs. For my first year of training, I trained my legs 3 times a week, and I would only train my upper body once. I did that for the first year. Until the second year, I trained them twice a week. And then for the third year, I finally started training them once a week, till sometimes once to two days a week out of the week. Because at that point during my third year, I felt like I became extremely experienced in my lifting, that it was very easy for me to be able to tire up my muscle fibers and just pretty much just take a rest for however many days it took for me to be able to recover and then go back to the gym. Granted, I wasn't really lifting for strength during that time, unlike my fourth year where I finally decided to start picking up the weight and actually just trying to squat a little bit heavier. Like I've mentioned before, I just like squatting heavy. I'm not so big on lifting with bench pressing heavy or doing dumbbells. I don't like deadlifts. They're just not fun for me. It's not really an exercise that I do. I like to exercise and do the workouts that I enjoy. But yeah, I've always just realized that like doing squats followed by lunges or doing lunges followed by squats, there were some of the most important exercises that I would just need to do to be able to tear up my glutes and my legs. But yeah, up until the fourth year, I went back to just solidifying 2 days out of the week. Sometimes it varies because there are days where my legs are a little bit still not tired, but still sore. So I do like to give it the amount of time that it needs to be able to recover. And recovery is definitely very important. That includes that you're getting the sleep that you need and you're consuming a decent amount of protein and carbs, but you definitely want to clock in that sleep. And that's what I did throughout this week. Within these 11 days was that I got my sleep and I got my rest. And instead of feeling like my gains were leaving me, any sort of like diminished muscles just feeling like they were getting smaller, I actually felt like I became bigger. It's really weird. There's just random moments where I feel like my body's just getting a random pump. Like I just finished eating a little snack right now, and it's like suddenly like my pecs just feel like there's blood circulating my arms, my shoulders. Not so much in my legs, to be honest with you, but just definitely in my upper body. I feel like upper body's really easy to train, so I do hyper focus on my legs. I've always done that for the 4 years, and I'm glad I did it because I try to keep myself well balanced with my muscles, with the gains, the mass that I've made. I don't want to be having small legs. That's just one of the biggest things that I've trained on, is just maintaining that size on my legs. But yeah, no, I may not feel it in my legs, but I do see it as well when I'm in the mirror, kind of thing. And I think if I've watched videos just surrounding how less is more, like the whole Mike Mentzer research where he explains where you don't need to be going to the gym and lifting for 2 hours straight. You really just need like about 30 minutes to like an hour or 45 minutes to be able to at least hit hypertrophy with your exercises, and making sure you're going to failure in every set, pushing as hard as you can, and not necessarily having to lift heavy weight. You definitely want to maintain that form. So it's like I see it in action. I know I should be resting a lot more. I do my annual 1 week off of the gym, and I clocked it in for the move out. But I think I'm going to add a little bit more. I think what I'm going to probably start doing is train every 3 to 4 months and then just clock in my 1 week off, because I really do feel the recovery, and I really did need it because I was having that forearm pain, and it's feeling a lot better. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it might need another week or something, but I can't last another week. I'm just gonna avoid doing any kind of exercises that just force me to use my forearm. It is a little difficult, but really the only exercises that just trigger that pain is when I'm doing bicep curls. So I'm just gonna have to like play with the movement and just use cable machines before I can go back to the dumbbells. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. Just a quick little update. Now since I've moved in, got my computer on, got my little setup connected, I'll figure out a better background. I still gotta unpack some other things, so I'm gonna hopefully wrap that up tonight. And yeah, and then I'll probably be back on a daily schedule again with recording my videos, and then I'm gonna start recording my skits. I gotta start now, better now, later, or whatever than ever. Little tongue twister, but just a quick little update, guys. I'm still here, and that's about it. Without wasting too much of your guys' time, thank you for stopping by. If you made it to this part of this video, make sure to take your proper rest days seriously. Make sure you push the failure, and see you guys till next time.